Good Monday morning, you guys. Uh, I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all had a great weekend. Uh, I want to remind you guys of some things before we get into our devotion this morning. First off, I want to remind you guys that today at 4 p.m., I'll be calling you guys on Zoom, sending out the link and all that to check in on you guys, make sure that your quarantine's going okay and everything, and see if you have any prayer requests or anything like that. And just a time to talk and catch up. Remember, if you're a senior, you can wear your cap and gown today during the check-in. Okay, we'll make it a little special for you guys. And then also this week we won't be doing anything tomorrow night, which is Tuesday. We won't be doing a Netflix party or anything like that. Since we did it last Tuesday, we will be doing it Thursday this week. Okay, so Thursday we'll do a Netflix watch party or a game or something like that. Okay. So this morning I want to talk to you guys about Jeremiah 29:11. If you're a senior, you've probably seen this verse all over the place. You've heard this verse. I know you guys have heard this verse if you've been in church at all. I know you've heard this verse. You've probably been told this verse. And you can probably say it with me now. So I'm going to read it and you guys say it with me right now. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Now your version might say something a little different. I read from the ESV. If your version says something different, that's okay. The message is the same behind it. And a lot of times, like, we read this, we say this, and we tell people this to let them know, like, hey, it's going to be okay. This is usually something used as a comfort thing. If you guys are wondering, because I'm sure y'all are curious now, just a little sidetrack, I am outside on our little back patio area at our apartment because with us moving there in like 2 weeks, we will be, right now we've got boxes and all kinds of stuff all over what we're using as like our office. And so that's all just like a mess. And so I'm outside using the patio, and it's really a gorgeous day, so I figured, might as well take advantage of it, right? So we read this verse, we tell others this verse, and we're like, everything's going to be okay because God has a plan for you. And that's true, God does have a plan for you, but let's be careful to not take this verse too far out of context. When we really look back into it and everything, we see that this is written at a time where Jerusalem has been taken into captivity by Babylon. And so it's not a great situation. It's not for Israel at this moment. And when we read this and we see, for I know the plans I have for you, plans not for evil, for a future and a hope to prosper you, we tend to think like, oh, okay, I'm going to be successful in this. But what we see is that the verses before, Jeremiah is telling the nation of Israel, put down roots in Babylon. Get ready to stay here for a while. You're gonna be stuck. Is kind of like what he's telling them. You're gonna be stuck here for a while. You're gonna be stuck in this situation for a while. You're gonna be, get ready to have children and grandchildren and great grandchildren here. This is gonna happen for a while. That's what God had told Jeremiah to tell the people of Israel at this time. And then we come to verse 11 and it says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. And we see that really the promise here is so much more than just, you're going to have lots of money, you're going to have a good life. It's more than all of that. What we see here is the plan, what Jeremiah is talking about is actually the plan of the coming Messiah, the plan of Jesus coming, the hope and the future that is found in Jesus Christ, which makes this verse so much more beautiful. Does God have plans for you? Yes. Does God care for you, yes. So much so that he sent his one and only Son to die on the cross for you as a pardon for your sins. Maybe you're watching this video and you've never heard that before. You've never heard about Jesus. You've never heard about him being the Son of God. You've never heard about him living a perfect life and coming to die for you and make payment for your sins. I'm here to tell you this morning that that is what happened, and that's what Jeremiah was talking about when he wrote verse 11. That's what he was telling the nation of Israel. And so I hope you guys have a great day this morning. I hope you guys get great encouragement from being reminded that God sent his Son to die for you. And God planned for it. So that's all I have for you guys this morning. Remember, we will be doing the quarantine check-in at 4 p.m. today. And I will see you guys then. Bye.